In today's YouTube video, guys, I'm going to show you the top 5 best classes to use here in the Modern Warfare 3 beta. Now, some of these weapons are pure meta, and then some of these weapons are just really fun to use, and personally, I think they're just really good to go against other people. These classes are going to guarantee to help you get more kills and everything, so if you guys are new, enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with noties on, and let's get into it. Now, getting into our first weapon in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the MCW, aka the ACR, the most nostalgic weapon here in Call of Duty. The ACR in this game is really good to use, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know that already. So with this build, it's going to have really good damage, and also you could be stealthy, so you're not going to show up on the radar, and it should help you stay alive a little bit longer. So getting into my build, guys, for the first attachment, we're going to the ammunition type, and we're going to be adding on the 5.56 NATO high grain ammunition type. Now, this can help with bullet velocity and damage range. Now, we of course know that the ACR is a really good assault rifle. We're going to increase that bullet velocity, so our bullets are traveling a little bit faster, a little bit further with that bullet velocity, and also we're getting some damage range, so our bullets are going to be stronger, giving us a faster time to kill here, which is needed since the health is increased at 150 health. It's kind of like Cold War if you didn't know, so if you like the Cold War health time to kill and everything, you will like it here in MW3. Now, for the underbarrel, we're going to be adding on the Edge MW3 hand stop grip. Now, this is going to help with a lot of handling and mobility. We're aiming down sights faster, moving faster while aiming down sights. We're shooting faster off a sprint, and we're also getting movement speed, which you guys know, movement is back here in Modern Warfare 3, which is really fun. I can't lie, it is super fun. So having attachment on, that's going to help with mobility and handling, especially on the most broken weapon here in Modern Warfare 3, the ACR. I just think, personally, it's a great combo. So we are going to be adding this on for our next attachment. Now, to help us be more stealthy and stay off the radar and just stay alive a lot longer here, we're going to be adding on the mod suppressor here. Now, this can help just be undetectable on radar, so when firing our weapon, will no longer show on the minimap because we have the OG minimap back here. And then we also get increased bullet velocity ×2, so our bullets are traveling a little bit faster, with the high grain giving us more bullet velocity as well, which is really good. Now, for the barrel, we are going to be running the second line Mammoth Heavy barrel. Now, it's going to increase that damage range, so our bullets are going to be a little bit stronger at those longer ranges and hit a little bit harder. We have more bullet velocity, we have aim walking movement speed, and then we have some aim walking steadiness here. And then for our final attachment, guys, we're going to the stock, and we're going to be adding on the Tempest A90 strike stock for just a high mobility. And as you guys see here, we got a huge chunk, aim walking movement speed, sprint speed, and aiming stability, which is a great fit for the ACR. Now, getting into our next weapon here, guys, which also is a nostalgic weapon, we have the Striker, which is the UMP45 from previous Call of Duties. Now, this build is a 4 attachment build. You don't always need 5, so what we're going to get into here for our first attachment is we're going to go over here to the stock, and we're going to be adding on the Lockman MK2 light stock. So this can help with movement speed and sprint speed, so we're moving faster around the map, just our movement speeds increase, helping that mobility. And also we have sprint speed, so we're running faster around the map, getting to different spawn points, getting into more engagements, getting more kills. So this is going to be a very helpful attachment for our first one. And with the UMP45 already having some good mobility and handling, I mean, this is just an extra. It just makes this weapon even better. So we're going to throw this on here. Now, for our next attachment, we're going to the ammunition type, and again, we're going to be adding on the high grain ammunition type for no enemy skull this time, so it's kind of helping us be stealthy. We have bullet velocity, and then we have damage range, making the weapon have a faster time to kill. The bullets are traveling further, they're traveling faster. Just a great combo for this weapon, especially since it's a really good weapon still, even though it's been nerfed. So we're going to add this on for attachment number 2 here. Now, for the underbarrel, we're going to go over here and add on the X10 TX12 hand stop grip. Now, this is going to help with a lot of handling. We have aim down sight speed, a little bit of vertical recoil control, sprint to fire speed, gun kick control. So this is going to really help how the mobility, recoil control, which honestly here in Modern Warfare 3, the recoil control is not really that bad. So it will help this weapon just be a little bit more stable, a little bit more smooth, but also we're still working on some handling, shooting faster off a sprint, aiming down sights faster, which in my opinion is going to be very important here in Modern Warfare 3. Now, for our final attachment we're going to work on here is we're going to work on some more recoil control, and we're going to be adding on the Sky Fury compensator for our final attachment here, just for some more recoil control, just making this weapon really smooth. You're going to have full control of the build, and you can literally take your gunfights to any range and win them all. Now for our third weapon, guys, we have the AMR9 SMG. Now I talked about this SMG in my video yesterday. This weapon is really nice, and I do think it's now the best SMG here in Modern Warfare 3 as of right now, just because of the striker getting nerfed here at the beginning of the beta for weekend 2. This weapon is really clean, so getting into my build, what we're going to use here first is an optic, because honestly, I'm not a fan of the iron sights on this weapon. They're too clunked up. It's hard to see out of sometimes when getting fired at, getting shot at, getting hit, and everything. You flinch, it's going to be kind of hard to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an optic on, and in my opinion, which is now the best optic you can use here, which is the Niter Model 2023. This optic right here is super clean. It's better than the slate reflector. It's better than the Mark 23 reflector. I'm telling you guys, this optic right here is very clean. No visual recoil. You'll have no troubles. This thing is super clean, 100% added on for your first attachment. Now, for our second attachment, guys, we're going to the stock and adding on the Venom stock. This can help with recoil control, gun kick control, movement speed, sprint speed, just moving faster around the map, working on some mobility, which is always important here in Modern Warfare 3. And we also have some recoil control and gun kick control. So this is going to help the weapon be a little bit more smooth, a lot more stable, really easy to control. And that's really my only problem with the AMR9. It just doesn't have the best recoil control. Really good damage, range, fire rate, mobility, handling, accuracy. I'm just not a fan of that recoil control, so we're going to add this on for our second attachment. Now, getting down to the magazine, we are going to be adding on the 50 round mag just for a larger magazine size. It's okay, we're taking a good hit on the mobility and handling. It is okay. The weapon still has some pretty good aim down size speed, sprint to fire speed, reload quickness, and everything. The weapon is not difficult to use still, so you can on the 100 round drum if you want to have a little bit more fun. You'll never reload. I mean, this is basically like an SMG LMG. This thing is super fun to use. I've tried it, but honestly, it does take away too much mobility, which I'm not a fan of. So we're just going to stick with the 50 round drum here. Now, again, we are going to the ammunition type and adding on the high grain. This attachment is very broken. It does help with a lot of damage, range, bullet velocity. I mean, this attachment here just helps every weapon that you use it on. It just helps it so much. It just really, really needed. Extra damage, extra bullet velocity, always having extra range is always good here. And then going into our final attachment, guys, we're going to the underbarrel. And again, we're going to add on the TX12 hand stop grip for more aim down sight speed, gun kick control, vertical recoil control, and spread the fire speed. Now for my next weapon, guys, we have the Bass B. Now this is a battle rifle. It's not a meta, but it is a pretty solid weapon. I had a lot of fun using it last night on stream, just leveling it up, and with the iron sights, just aiming down sights regularly, it felt like the Honey Badger. I can't lie, this weapon felt really good. I do like this weapon a lot. The first battle rifle, on the other hand, don't use it. There's a lot of ghost bullets on there. It's really weak. I don't know what it is. I'm sure they'll fix that, but the Bass B is actually a very solid choice. I think it's actually a top 6-7 weapon as of right now, but this weapon is very solid. So we're going to start with our build here. We're going to start with the muzzle, and we're going to be adding on the Soul Stealer suppressor. It's going to help us not show up on the mini map. We're getting some recoil control, bullet velocity, and damage range. This is a battle rifle, so the damage is already good, so we're just going to make it a little bit better. Faster time to kill. We're going to be stealthy. Bullets are traveling faster. You have better recoil control, which is a very solid attachment here. Now, for the underbarrel, we are going to be adding on the Ryan 3 vertical grip again. This can help with some vertical recoil control, gun kick control, aiming auto sway. A really solid attachment here. I like how a lot of these grips don't take away aim down sight speed no more. That might change in the actual full release, but as of right now, none of these grips are really taking away a lot of aim down sight speed, which is really cool. I do like that. So we are going to be adding on the Ryan 3 vertical grip just for a little bit more recoil control, making this weapon very smooth. Now, jumping down to the magazine, we are going to be adding on the 45 round mag. Now, with this battle rifle, it does have a pretty fast fire rate, so this is going to prevent us basically just not reloading every time we get a kill or two. COD timing is a thing. It happens to me all the time. I reload, someone happens, but the good thing is reload canceling's back, so that is good. So just having a larger magazine on is going to prevent that COD timing. You reload, you're not going to die. You don't have to reload every time you get a kill or two, so make sure to throw this on. Now, for the stock, we're going to be adding on the V4 light stock. This can help with aim walking movement speed, sprint speed, movement speed, and it does help with hip fire and tac stance. I don't really like that new thing going on here, but the main things we're looking at here is mobility, handling, moving faster around the map, shooting faster off a sprint, moving faster while aiming down sights here. And then going into our final attachment, which this is where you unlock the Niter Model 2023. I don't really have to go much into this. This attachment is really nice. This optic is super clean, and 100% you have to unlock it here. Now for our final weapon, guys, believe it or not, it's a pistol. This weapon, I'm telling you, is really nice with just one attachment here. Now I'm gonna show you a build that turns this 3-round burst pistol into an MP7 SMG. So you want to go ahead and level this pistol up. I'm telling you, you have to abuse it. I'm sure if you're watching the video and you're not gonna have time to level it up, I'm sure maybe tomorrow or the next day they'll make it where all the attachments are unlocked here. But what we're gonna get into first is our conversion kit, and we're gonna be adding on the Jack Ferocity carbine kit. So it basically, and as you guys see on screen, this looks like the MP7 now. So it's going to make it fully automatic. The bullet velocity and range is really nice, and up close, this weapon is very consistent, and I won't lie, this thing right here is better than the Striker, the AMR9, the Rival 9. This thing is super clean, so we're going to be adding this on for our first attachment. Now, magazine, we're going to be adding on the 50-round drum, 100%. Have this on. It shoots really quick, so you want to have a larger magazine size. Now, I will say, I said this in my video last night about this weapon overall. I do have gameplay on it if you want to go check it out. You need scavenger and you need the ammunition box. The ammunition box will give you 1 magazine, 50 rounds, and then the scavengers, you pick them up, they'll give you 13 bullets, which 13 can add up pretty quick if you can find a lot of scav packs. But 100%, run the ammunition box, run scavenger if you're going to use this build for this SMG pistol or whatever you want to call it. Now, going over to the muzzle, we're going to be adding on the monolithic suppressor. This can help just be undetectable by radar, so when firing this weapon, we're not going to show up on the minimap, being more stealthy. And then we have some recoil control. Now, with this weapon, since it does have a fast fire rate, it really needs some recoil control, so this attachment will help out a lot. Now, going over here to the stock, we're going to be adding on the XRK Torment Brace stock. It's going to help with sprint speed, aim walking movement speed, and gun kick control. So again, we're getting some more recoil control, or gun kick control basically. We're moving faster while aimed down sights, and we have some more sprint speed. And with this being a pistol, the mobility and handling will be really high, so it will make it really fast to use. And then getting into our final attachment, guys, we're going to the rear grip and adding on the RENETTI wood grain grip. It's going to help with sprint speed, movement speed, and aim walking movement speed. 100% though, you have to give these builds a try. They're really nice. I think you guys will like them. So in the comment section, let me know if you tried all the builds out, what was your favorite, and also what was your highest kill game. And I say this in all my top 5s. If any of these builds help you, hit that like button and subscribe, because it does let me know if these builds help you. Thank you guys for watching. You guys stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.